Imagine losing everything in a single week. Your mother dies, your husband leaves you, and the whole world believes you're nothing. That's exactly what happened to Emily. Her husband divorced her the moment he thought she had no money left. But what he didn't know was that Emily had been hiding a secret that would change everything, and when the truth came out, the man who left her would regret it for the rest of his life. Part 1. The marriage. Emily and Daniel had been married for 3 years. When they first met, Daniel believed Emily was just a simple woman from a poor family. She lived with her mother in a small, old house on the edge of town. Emily never wore expensive clothes. She never talked about money, but she had something rare: kindness. She supported Daniel when he was struggling with his business. She encouraged him when things went wrong, but Daniel slowly began to change. As his business started growing, he began caring more about status, reputation, and wealth. And Emily no longer fit the life he wanted. Part 2. The tragedy. One rainy evening, Emily received the worst phone call of her life. Her mother had passed away. Emily was devastated. Her mother had been her only family, her biggest supporter, the person who raised her alone. At the funeral, Emily cried quietly while holding a small photo of her mother. But Daniel stood beside her, looking impatient. To him, the situation meant something else. He believed that now Emily truly had nothing left: no family, no inheritance, no money, and in Daniel's mind that made her a burden. Part 3. The divorce. Only a few days after the funeral, Daniel made a shocking decision. He asked Emily for a divorce. Emily stared at him in disbelief. "Why?" she asked softly. Daniel sighed and said coldly, "I want a different life, someone who can match my future." Emily didn't argue, she didn't beg, she simply signed the papers and quietly walked away. Daniel felt relieved. He believed he had finally freed himself from someone who would hold him back, but he had no idea he had just made the biggest mistake of his life. Part 4. The hidden truth. 2 weeks later, something unexpected happened. Daniel saw Emily again, but this time she wasn't alone. She stepped out of a luxury black car. Behind her were several well-dressed lawyers and business managers. Daniel was confused. Then he overheard something that made his heart drop. Emily's mother, the woman he believed was poor, had secretly owned a massive investment company. For years, she had lived a simple life on purpose. She believed money shouldn't define a person, and Emily had inherited everything. Millions in properties, investments across multiple cities, and full ownership of the company. Daniel suddenly realized something horrifying. Emily had never been poor. She had simply never cared about showing her wealth. Part 5. The regret. Daniel tried to talk to her. He ran toward her and called her name. "Emily, wait." She stopped and turned calmly. For a moment, Daniel hoped she might forgive him. But Emily looked at him with quiet strength. "You left when you thought I had nothing," she said. Daniel tried to explain. "I didn't know." Emily shook her head gently. "That's exactly the problem." She paused and added, "You never loved me. You loved what you thought I could give you." Then she got into the car and drove away, this time for good. Ending message. Daniel eventually understood something important. Real wealth isn't money. It's loyalty, respect, and the people who stand beside you when life is difficult. And by the time he realized that, Emily was already living a life far away from him, a life where people valued her for who she truly was. Call to action. CTA stories like this remind us that true character always reveals itself over time. If you enjoyed this story and want more powerful stories like this one, make sure to like the video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel bell, and comment below. Respect over money. And I'll see you in the next story.